Yeah, I think practices have been really good. We've been very competitive. I feel like our guys are really challenging each other on a daily basis. I mean, we've tried very hard to each recruiting class bring in very talented players so that the guys in front of them are pushed. And I think that we accomplished that again this year. I really like this group. They're unselfish. They care for each other, and the work that they put in both on the floor and in the weight room, and I would say even off the floor in chemistry. I mean, this group really does care for each other, and they get along great. So it's been a good start. You know, it's very early, but I think that it's always nice to have a great start and to have those things fall into place early, and I think that's where we're at. Yeah, I think the keys to the success this year, first and foremost, I think our depth is great. We've got a lot of guys that are talented, have worked hard to get strong in the weight room, understand the way we want to play. So I think depth can be a huge strength for us, whether that means when we face injuries down the road, we've got the next man up, whether that means we can go deep into a game and deep into the bench. But I think depth is a major factor. I think depth helps too in practice. When you've got really good players going at each other every day, I think everybody gets better. So depth is number one. And number two, I think our offensive talent is a little bit higher than it's been in the past. We've got some guys that can really shoot the ball. I think that's a plus for us with the way we play, where we try to drive it, and we've got some guys that can space the floor. Jake Shawnath being one of those guys, Austin Eckert, Sean Fleming, CJ Vallejo. I think these guys are going to be guys that can really shoot it in from the outside. And then, of course, you've got John Harris Jr., an all-league player at the point guard position, and Vaquan Clark running the point guard for us. And those guys can break you down a little bit off the dribble. And so we've kind of got those pieces on the outside. I think another strength for us will be our forwards positions. You know, our 4-man and 5-man, Christian Hatterley, Eustace Norvilas, Connor Fleming, guys like that who have experience. We've got size, they've got strength. So, you know, I think that one of our things will be offensively with this shortened clock. How do we attack? Can we still get great shots on a possession by possession basis? And then putting all those pieces together at both ends. You know, in the end, you still got to defend. So I think really excited about this group and how they fit together, and we're excited to get started. The league is going to be tough. I mean, the league is clearly one of the best leagues in the country. I think that we have so many good coaches, and there's so many good players now with the additions of Grandview and William Penn and, you know, all the traditional Hart powers. So I think this year will be one of the most competitive years since I've been here for the Hart Championship, and we look forward to it.
I think this team has a lot of experience. We've got a couple new guys coming in this year that can make an impact, but we got a lot of 4-year guys that have come in together. So I think we've got a lot of experience. We've got a lot of chemistry going for us. We all know the system pretty well, so I think that's one thing that we've got going for us. We're always pretty good defensively, so I expect us to be a very good defensive team. We got a lot of guys that we know in the conference that we've played for the last couple of years, so I think our experience and our chemistry will definitely help us this year.
Good question. I think as far as our identity, I think it's to be determined. I mean, I do think that we will need, in the past, I think our identity has been some defensive toughness. I think that's kind of been what we've been the last couple of years, and I think this group is going to be very good defensively. I don't think we're there yet. I think we've got to embrace that and to get better at that. But we may be a little better offensively than some of the teams we've had in the past. So maybe our identity will change. I don't think that we have it yet, and I think that's okay. I don't think we're quite there yet. It's something that happens over time and maybe even changes a little as the season goes on. But I think the main thing with this group is that they work their tails off, and they really are unselfish. They're willing to do whatever it takes. Guys accept roles very easily, and that's a key to just putting the pieces together. So once again, excited about this group, but I think identity, we're a work in progress.